Welcome to my channel, The Kingly Way. My name is King, and today I am at Gigi's Bar and Grill. So I'm gonna do a little mukbang here on the foods that I'm eating, and I'm gonna talk about something very controversial. This is gonna pertain to Filipinos and Filipinas regarding to be an OFW in South Korea as factory workers. And what I'm gonna say is gonna be very controversial because Korean factory agencies would wanna shut me down for telling you this. So, and if you're wondering, why am I telling you this information? Because most native Koreans would not tell you this information, because why? I'm an American. So we have freedom of speech and I'm gonna say it. So before I go into the 5 points of be aware of what to do, I'm gonna start with something fun first. So I know this is a little crazy what I do. I am a little crazy and controversial at the same time. So first, before I start with point number 1, I got the cream of broccoli soup here and some bread. So I'm gonna dip some bread here, and it's not bad. So here we go. And by the way, I got the club sandwich and potato salad. So actually, I was introduced to this place by a YouTuber named Ricky, Life Beyond the Sea. So he came here and does a video, so I will try to link a video of his visit here. Okay, I want to talk about point number 1. And this does not pertain to professional OFWs for you Filipinos. This pertains to the ones that are going to go into the factory. Because I need you to be aware how South Korea works in this situation. Because a lot of Filipinos don't have a clue when you get into South Korea. And I know a little bit about South Korea because I live there. I know what kind of society it is. So point 1, as I'm here in the Philippines, I know they have workshops about being an OFW. Now, if you're really keen on going to do that job in South Korea, number 1 thing I want you to do is this is just a rule of thumb, but you don't have to follow it completely. Try to talk to 5 to 10 Filipinos over there in South Korea. Maybe talk to some of the Filipinas that are married to the Korean guys there, because most of them are on a marriage visa called an F6. So talk to as many. Don't just take one Filipino's word for everything. Talk to 5 to 10. So I usually ask more, like when I'm in Korean immigration, I do not just ask one Korean worker. And I even speak the language, and there's even some problems. I usually ask 5 because no one's sure what the law is, because Korea's laws change like water. Likewise, it just goes round and round. I'm like, what are you talking about? So even the translation in Korean throws me off. So that's one thing. Ask as many people. Do your research. Don't just go in blind. Things are just a little crazy at times in Korea. All right, before I talk about point number 2, I'm gonna jump into some potato salad. Yes, one thing I like about the Philippines, it has a little bit of America. Yeah. So yeah, since I'm a big sports fan, so I love the sports bar atmosphere. Of course, happy hour in America is usually from 3 to 7, but here our sports don't happen in the mornings. So yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna take a little bite in this club sandwich. So here we go. Thank you. So that's my notes here. Not bad. Nice sandwich place, come here to Gigi's. Okay. Now, point number 2. I'm gonna warn you. Most of these, there's a term in Korean, older men, ajishis. The statistics says this, but I do believe it. They can be really demanding and abusive. Very abusive. So I just want to warn you, they can be really or they'll really screw around with you. That's why I'd be so weary. And for me, myself, I do not want to work for a Korean. That's my personal bias, because I've never been done right by majority of them, even in America. And I watch my parents get screwed. But of course, that's probably a common place for most ethnicities. Their own races kind of screw with each other. And sometimes, like in the Philippines, some discussion I had is like there's a crab mentality here. Like they'll just, drag you down. So there's that kind of mentality. So yeah, just be aware. Korean ajishi might just come straight at you, because most of the bosses, not the older lady ajumas, is the Korean ajishis. And they'll lose it. I've seen them lose it just in my own personal experience. That's why I have a little expertise on point number 2. Be aware. Don't be caught by surprise. Don't be surprised at all. All right, I'm gonna eat some more of this food here. Yeah, I know I'm going crazy and going off a rant here, but I do have the 3 more points to present to you. So yeah, I'm gonna have some more. Yeah, I miss a good club sandwich. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, I got the toothpicks in here. Wow. All right. Point number 3. Be careful. You might not receive your salary on time, and sometimes you don't receive your salary at all, because there's a lot of problems there in the factories, Like, because the thing about Korea is most regular Koreans don't want to work in a farm. Just like for ourselves as Americans, we don't want to work in the farm. That's why Mexicans come over and work most of the farms. Same thing in Korea. It's mostly the Southeast Asians that come over, starting with your Filipinos, Malaysians, Vietnamese, etc., Southeast Asia. That's who's working on the factories and farms. Okay? So, there's times you might not see your pay. So I would always have some extra money on there. Even if the salary is going to be way higher compared to the Philippines, especially, if you are an OF factory worker, and most of you, it doesn't require a degree to be an OFW factory worker. They'll pay you about 2 million won, which is close to 100,000 pesos. But sometimes you might not get paid. And why do I say that? Because it's happened to some of my friends as English teachers, native English teachers, where these Korean bosses don't pay on time. And then we were taking them to court and suing them. There was a big lawsuit for one of those. So I just want to know, it's even happening to us Americans and Westerners in Korea. So you guys are not the only ones that get victimized. Even us native speakers get victimized in Korea at times. So I just want you to be aware of that stuff. Be aware of that information. So, and what happened is some boss gave paper coupons, said this is money. That's not money at all. So just be aware of that situation. All right, so let's eat some more food here. So here we go. I'll go over point 4 next. This is pretty good. Wow, this is not bad. I'm enjoying having my club sandwich. All right. Now I covered 3 points already. Point number 4. Okay, don't get tricked, because in the last article I saw about factory workers in Korea, the ajishi, the old guy, remember I said they gave paper coupons and he put 1,000 won on it. So he tricked all those workers like that's currency. No, that's not currency. Now, when you get hired as a OFW factory worker in Korea, just like in the Philippines, you have an ACR card. In Korea, it's an ARC card, Alien Registration Card. Without that, you cannot open up a bank account in Korea or get a phone plan. That's a necessary must. If that guy does not provide you with that, you're in trouble. You better say something or get that taken care of. Because without that identification that you are a worker in Korea, you're not going to be able to open any of that. And that ajishi can do anything to you. So just be aware of all these situations. So make sure they get you registered with an ARC card, especially in Korea, because even myself, even if I have Korean ethnicity, they ask me, where's my ARC card? I couldn't get a phone plan or a bank account because I do not possess a Korean passport. I only possess a United States passport. And I'm thinking, okay, we were supposed to have a reciprocity law, but it doesn't exist. We all have to have an ARC card. So just be aware of that. If they're not processing your ARC card, there's a good chance you're gonna get screwed. So be careful. All right, before I cover the last point of this video, I'm gonna try to finish up some more food here. Yeah, and I'm not trying to scare all of you, but just be aware. Just go in knowing what's going on. Because I hate to see you get victimized over there. And it's not just in Korea, it's anywhere in the world, even in the United States. So let me see if I can bite more into this, sandwich. Ah. Mmm. 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 Pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring up the last point, fifth point. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington. In the scene, he tells the cop, learn some Spanish. Excuse my language, learn that shit. I'm telling you the same thing, learn some Korean. Learn that shit. And for a little side note about the Korean language, when you speak to a boss, this is one tidbit I'm gonna put in your head. Always end something with yo. Yo. It's formal. Because if you speak informal, and in Korean it's called banmar, informal, he's gonna lose it. Because in a recent post a video I saw, the ajishi, and I'm going to give you an example. I'll speak Korean, but I'll translate what he said. So, excuse the Korean language. 이 씨발 새끼, 나 친구야, 왜 반말 써? He says, am I your friend? I'm your boss. Why are you speaking the informal language to me? So learn some Korean and always say yo, 알았어요. That means I know, thank you. 안녕하세요, hello. So formal. So those are one of the things I wanted to cover. So yeah, so those are the 5 points. So if any of you can add to this, or any Filipinos that have experience as an OFW in South Korea, positive or negative, please comment on it and be respectful when you comment. So if any of you enjoyed any of this information or content, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for future videos. So wherever you are, wish everyone a good day. Bye.